Just giving you some helpful hints on the projects. You got couple weeks left on here to get them submitted and all that. So we're going to get started here. This is an example from a few years back here. If you look and see, she started out, everything with the patient, or not the patient assessment, management and education course, Professor Basham. The one thing I noticed right offhand is she really doesn't have a border on anything in here. Make it look good, guys. Add pictures, keep it professional and the pictures based on what you're working on, but definitely do this. So make it look good. So table of contents here, she had all that, the different pages of what she did. Okay, mission page here, I like where, my name is, da-da-da-da-da, stuff, named the medical facility, stuff, the staff that'll be helping her, the objective, and all. She set her objective to be 100% satisfied. Me being in the education field and in the medical field, striving for 100% is our ultimate goal and all, but you have to set a realistic goal, is what I call it. So it could say an increase of 10% of survey results, or it could say a increase of 10% in patient satisfaction, from the previous survey. And that gives you something to build on year after year after year, to reach that, try to get to that 100% goal. But, to be 100% satisfied, to me, that's an unrealistic goal because, you're always going to have somebody who's not going to be completely satisfied. You take their input and you try to work towards making that person satisfied, but then there's going to be somebody else. So definitely keep in mind whenever you say, I want to get something 100% satisfied, because, you have to be realistic within your goals. And all, as a special education teacher, I have to do that with students. I can't say, his behavior will increase, 100% for peer-to-peer interactions. That's not possible because, even the students who are not special needs, they tend to have issues with other students and stuff like that. So that's an unrealistic goal. But, if I could say 80% of the time, he will have good interactions. So just keep in mind any realistic versus unrealistic goals that you may set there. A lot of blankness right here. You'll see throughout this one here, there's a lot of blankness. And on the other part, add pictures in, make it look good, put a border on your page, change it up a little bit if you need to, stuff. Okay, so vital signs here, you can tell she made this is whenever I get it, I typically click in boxes, see if I can change things around, all that. I have Google as well. It's an amazing thing. It's great to get ideas from, but do it yourself. It's not that hard. This here was just a basic vital sign uh, chart here, and she did it real good. She had temp, pulse, blood pressure, respiration, weight, initials, date, and any other comments you may have. Simple. Communication worksheet. She had made this one too because I could click in and do different things. It's good. Comments, signature, start time, end time, and all that. So, and it has patient information. If you do anything with patient name, always have date of birth, because those are your two patient identifiers. You always want to make sure that any documentation has those two things, because that's what medical records look for. Their patient name and date of birth, and two, that's your two main identifiers as you're working. So communication plan, select your department, date, facility, stuff. She asked questions here about different things. The patient communication acronym, I could go in, I could click into it. This is a PDF now, but I saved it as a PDF. But whenever it comes across to me a word, should be able to click in and change things around or look at that stuff. Now be very careful here and do spell check and look stuff, because health and concerns right here, health and concerns. Just be careful, because if you're posting this out in the department, people will look at this, and the way you communicate to these professionals, they will, look at that and be like, gosh, concerns? What's concerns? And, some will just brush it off as a typo, and others, look into that a little bit more. Especially if you're presenting this to like a board of directors or something like that. These are very well educated people and stuff. So you definitely want to just take your time and look at it, okay? Patient history, picture, has name, date of birth, very important. Anything that you have patient information on, it has to have name and date of birth identifiers. She went down through here, got some history, emergency contact, insurance information. Second part of it, any medical history, pharmacy name, medications, dosages, and all. So right here is the patient education flyer. She did good on this. She had some pictures up here. Preparation. A little bit wordy there, but it is a good flyer there, and she got full points for it because I did not find it online, and two, she did do it there, and it filled up most of the page. Her community event here, remember you made it up. The only thing I kind of got her on was white background and yellow text there. I know that it kind of matched this here, but this is a little bit darker with the red going around it here, where that one was kind of hard to see. Wherever you're going through and editing, make sure you can see your font here, because that's another thing that'll get you. Proper hand washing, went through the steps here. Watch your formatting, if like pictures and all, see where towel went over the pictures. Cleaning plan. Now on this, I would have liked to seen more of a checkoff sheet here. In the next project, you'll see where it did better. The patient flow chart here. A lot of blank space here. Could add a picture, border, decreased waste, increased patient satisfaction. Medication administration. I could tell where she had made this because if you look at these gaps or these parts here, they kind of overlap, but it looked good to me, and she got full credit for it. The one thing that I did knock her on is like make it the whole page here and all, but right here in a health history questionnaire, that's for some of the that was for the contrast part there. So Staff Recognition Week, she did get knocked on this one because she left out Saturday and Sunday. We got to feed those people on the weekends too. So they keep us home on the weekends with our families, those weekend warriors. So don't forget them whenever you're doing Tech Week, okay? Let's go paperless. Reason why, if you look here, a little bit of editing errors through here. So just be careful, okay? Look over it. Have somebody else look over it. And her synopsis here. So let's go to this one here. Okay. If you're looking here, I love the background here. It looks good, looks professional, and all that. Go up here. She had patient satisfaction survey. Had an objective here. She really didn't give me a goal, but or really anything of who's going to be helping her out. Put more information there. I do like the pie chart here, but really it doesn't tell me. I mean, survey answers reported from 500 patients. Down here, I'm like, well, 9%, and I have to. It's kind of busy there and all. But if I wanted to, I could sit there and analyze it all. But I was like, that's very busy there. Okay, patient vital signs. She changed the top here, put vital signs. Look nice right here. Good. She had patient name, date of birth, all this here. And I was like, man, I've seen this somewhere before. So guess what? I Googled patient vital sign form, and guess what came up? This right here. So she did not get credit for that page, okay? Be very careful. Look here, this communication plan worksheet. Guess what? Same thing. Went to Google, found it, didn't get points for it, okay? Do your own work, guys. It's easy. Make charts up, all that, I know you like to get ideas, and I know that, there's all kinds of worksheets out there and stuff like that. Don't go out and buy a template and all because it's on out there. I want you to work on these, you to do it, okay? Communication plan here. She wrote it out. Good. Some people on the communication plan, did like a flow chart of proper communication, or some of them added pictures in and all, so of that. So patient acronym. Looked good stuff. I could tell she had done it because there was some editing error. Well, not editing, but it was editing over here. See the distance here and there. It was off. One thing, if you're going to post this in the department, it needs to be something that'll be catchy, something that'll get your, the tech's eyes, or who your employees' eyes. So get there. So this right here, the patient history form. right here, very basic and all that and all. I couldn't find that, online, so she did get full points on that one. Stuff chest X-ray. This looked good there. Couldn't find anything online with it, but once I find the first one online, guess what? I went through the whole project. Okay, well, let's look here. Chest X-ray made easy. So I typed in Google chest X-ray made easy. Boom, there it is. Okay, so just do your own work there. You can get through it. I guarantee it. Other students have and done great on it. Okay, the 4th of July celebration. This was nice here. Some pictures would have been good in here and all that stuff, but she does tell, what's going on, okay? Protect your patient. Right here. Use hand washings. Follow posted precaution signs. Ensure all patient areas are kept clean. Educate patients on infection prevention. The cleaning checklist, I couldn't find one like that, but this is just a generic one. I do like the check off for each one. Some facilities require you to keep a year's worth of cleaning worksheets or cleaning checkoff sheets, just from the fact of infection control and all that. They'd be like, okay, well, a year from now, Susie came in, she's suing us because she said she got a nosocomial infection. She went down to X-ray and she had a cassette in behind her back for a chest X-ray. Well, Wednesday, yes, we did clean cassettes. So it just shows that we are making an attempt to protect our patients and all that. Okay, the outpatient flow chart right here looks good. Had a little bit of blank area. Put a picture. Do something. Make it look good. This is something that you could be putting in your portfolio for later on, or your administration may be like, okay, you got this project going on. Show me what you did, and make it look good. Make it appealing for them. So. Decrease outpatient imaging wait time. Right here, she just went into explaining how she decreased the wait time and all that. So just, add pictures, make it look good, make it presentable. 5 R's here and all. Her pictures kind of had me a little bit off there because 1, 2, 3, 4, and she, I said 5 hours. It's 8 hours of medication administration. There, she only had 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures, and it kind of confused me there. She could have added some more down through here to make it out. Now this here, I did, she had made there. It was good. Tech week, she had all 7 days. Stuff, she could have added a picture in, all that, going paperless. She went through that there. So, and her synopsis was separate and all that from there. Now, some of you guys have had some questions about the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is just going through and explaining what you've done. You can attach, take a screenshot of the acronym page, take a screenshot of it, put it as a picture, and you can say, we made an acronym, how to greet patients or how to do different things, and this is our patient education flyer. This is an example of it. Just don't cut and paste this and put this as your PowerPoint. Each section of the project should have a different page on your PowerPoint, but don't copy word for word down. Don't copy all this right here and put in your PowerPoint. Be like, we're doing a 4th of July, just the key points of that, because sometimes you may put this whole entire project in front of your administration, but you're doing a PowerPoint. They could go through and see the fine details in this, but your PowerPoint is just going over the big picture. Okay, like here you can put patient satisfaction survey, and your objective you can post on there and stuff and read it. But a PowerPoint is something you don't go through and get all the information. It's just bullet points where you're going through this. So say you're in a boardroom, there's 10 administrative personnel in there. You give each one the full copy of your plan here, and then you're showing the PowerPoint just going through each section, and they can scroll through and look at the sections as you're going, or they may just watch the PowerPoint and be listening for you to explain it and all. But if you have any questions about the PowerPoint or anything like that, or the project, you can reach out to me, and all. My Moodle has been having some issues this year and all. Sometimes I get kicked out, sometimes I can get in, sometimes I can't, and the grading had been messed up there for a little bit, and some of the project submission stuff had been messed up. I think it's just overload for the system because of everything that's going on. But if you have any questions, reach out to me, and I'll help you out the best I can. Um, Sometimes whenever you email me, it may get back from my personal email. If I'm on my phone and I can get back to you quicker, I'll do that, okay? But you know, if you have any questions, reach out to me there, and hoping to see some really good projects out of you guys. So thank you much.